Hey guys, so welcome to another podcast episode of Reality Check Cashing Tarot. So happy Tuesday, okay? Happy Mars Day or whatever. All right. Yesterday was santamartaladominadora feast day. I definitely enjoyed myself. Digged out my Santa Marta dress. Freaking got a hole in it, so I gotta sew it or just buy me another dress from the same girl from Etsy a few years ago. I'm gonna have to buy another one, but I definitely go throw this one away. I just wear it around the house, whatever. I had a tiny hole and then it got bigger when I was moving around. I'm like, fuck. I have pants and I got the shirt. But anyways, I enjoyed myself. You feel me? And then today is Tuesday. Her feast day came on a Monday. I think last year was on a Tuesday. I'm not sure, but her feast day came on a Monday, which was yesterday. But Tuesday is also her day. It's her main day, or whatever. So I definitely enjoyed myself. I pretty much stayed home. I just went to like the shopping center because she got me. I was sitting down just kind of chilling, watching TV or whatever. All of a sudden, I got like nudged, like, bitch, get your ass up. I'll go to the store, nigga, like, you know. So when I looked at the clock, it was 5:55, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you want some more wine or something like that? So she like, bitch, get up. So I went to the store and got some more red wine. Had a nice little wine session with her. I got my little snake little thing, my little it's like a little headband that light up. So it's cool. And I enjoyed myself, you know what I'm saying? And then I was watching like other videos. I actually looked back on my video. If you guys look at my community post, if you're watching this from YouTube, if you're not watching this from YouTube, you can go to my YouTube page, which is at Urban Alchemistic. It should all be in the description box once I'm finished. But at Urban Alchemistic, URBANALCHEMYSTIC. Why? Because we love you type shit. Okay. So go to my community tab. You'll see a video that I made. Now I made one I posted from my La Virgo Mafia. Well, actually I post the same video for two different channels, right? So one of them is my main channel, but then I also have La Virgo Mafia Tarot on YouTube. That one has 2,500K views and has some comments on there. So shout out to the people that commented. I just can't get into that old page, La Virgo Mafia page. I have La Virgo Mafia #2 page because I couldn't get into the Google account of the original one. But I don't delete it or anything, you know. I can't do nothing with it. But you guys can check out that video. That video has 2.5K views. So a lot of people watched it. A few people commented, not a whole lot of people, which is pretty typical, you know what I'm saying? But anywho... And then from my main channel, I posted the same video, my testimony working with Santa Marta, and that one got like 83 something views or whatever. But anyways, I watched my video, and because I was happy because it been 10 years. I started working with Santa Marta like spring of 2014. So, you know, this feast day was important to me. You know what I'm saying? So many times I have like spent my last just to make sure that I have something for the feast day, and I was running kind of low. I'm in between checks. I ain't going to lie to you, right? I'm in between paydays and shit, right? So I knew that her day was coming up. So around like the 25th or 26th, I kept seeing 555, 555. I keep seeing that shit, right? And 711, 717. I keep seeing that shit. I'm like, oh yeah. Let me hurry up and go to the store while I still got the money. Let me hurry up and go to the store or whatever. So, around the 25th, around the 25th, 26th, 27th, I just kept seeing fives. That's her number or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, let me go to the store and hurry up and get this stuff or whatever. So, I went to the store, got the eggs. I already had coffee and ginger infused honey at home. So I just needed to get eggs, some sweet bread, something that got like cinnamon or the canela bread I be getting to, and then like, some wine and, something, So I did all that. And I was watching my video, my testimony, and I was like, wow, I really have grown a lot over the past 10 years since working with Santa Marta. Like 10 years, that is a long time. And when I first started, I was at my old apartment, which is the first place I got for myself. And I was at my old apartment for 10 years. I just moved like in January, you feel me? And so she was there from like the beginning. Like I was like a year in living there. And when I got into her and started working with her, and things started to change. People started to slowly move away from me. People started like, whereas it took a couple of years for things to kick in. Like by the end of 2019, I had like fully pulled myself away from like, toxic family, relatives, just like, just the shit that was around me. I just totally like disassociated, excommunicated myself completely in 2019. And then like 2020, it really, a lot of things changed for me. February of 2020, I had my first Kundalini dream. And that has a lot to do with the Haritaki that I was taking when I first started taking the Haritaki. I actually got back to taking Haritaki again. And now how I drink it now, and that's kind of one of my like first popular videos on YouTube was the Haritaki video, or whatever. And so, and I'm taking it now. So now it's different. Now, when I first started taking the Haritaki back in 2020, right, I would drink it with like ginger ale. I drink it with cranberry juice and sometimes with coffee. But then now I drink mushroom coffee now. So I haven't drunk coffee bean coffee in a while. I ain't going to lie to you. Now, I will drink some Vietnamese coffee, though. I ain't never going to let that shit go. I haven't had it in a while, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never ditch Vietnamese coffee because it's just fucking supreme. It's the best fucking coffee in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never going to get that up. So, but regular coffee, like Starbucks coffee, all that shit, I don't even drink that shit no more. I drink mushroom coffee now. So that I've been taking my Haritaki with the mushroom coffee. I drink mushroom coffee like every other day. So I take Haritaki with it. Each time I make a cup, I drink it like 2 cups a day. 2 cups every other day. And in those 2 cups, I put 1/4 teaspoon of Haritaki in there. Okay. And then I put vanilla caramel liquid creamer, which is perfect. To me, I can't drink the mushroom coffee without the creamer. The creamer really brings everything out. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying different types of creamers and I even put whipped cream on top. So I just make my own little Starbucks. I actually had like a download a few months ago that I feel like Starbucks is going to cash in on the mushroom coffee craze. And I can see Starbucks like literally, this is a download I had like 2 months ago, a month ago. And I was saying, I was like, yeah, it's only a matter of time before, Starbucks start coming out with a mushroom coffee drinks because they're starting to see that a lot of people are switching over to mushroom coffee. Not a whole lot, but, it's like a rising trend right now, and I can see them like adding a mushroom coffee type of drink, which would be a smart business move. So All right, Starbucks. Okay, get on that shit. Okay. Anyways, so I enjoyed Santa Marta Ladominadora feast day. It was cool. I was celebrating because it's been 10 years, and like I said, I've been taking the Haritaki again, and like it helps a lot with my dreams, my third eye. It also acts as a very gentle and mild colon cleanser too. It does clean you out. Detoxifies the lungs. It has a lot of physical benefits as well as metaphysical benefits, right? I've come such a long way. The Kundalini dream I had in 2020, like when 2020 hit, I had so much time to myself. I had pretty much let everything go. Like the whole 9 months of 2020, I didn't talk to anyone. I completely fell off the fucking radar to the point where people started looking for me. And I'm talking about like relatives and stuff. Like they started looking for me on social media, trying to reconnect with me. By September of 2020, that's when people was like trying to reconnect back with me and stuff like that, because I wasn't like dealing with nobody. And I wish I wouldn't have allowed them back in at that time, because it ended up being some bullshit in 2021 and 2022 and 2023. It ended up being a little lingering bullshit, but not as bad as it could have been. But it just goes to show that when you are in solitude, you just get a lot done. When you're in that 7 energy, you get a lot done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a lot done. There's no distractions. You can get all your creative projects done, all your studying done, all your spiritual work done. You just get a lot of things accomplished. And people can feel that. People can feel when you are disconnecting from them, when you're elevating away from them. They can feel that you are in a whole new timeline, a whole new world, mentally. And they'll try to reach back to you and re-idolize you, only to do the same shit that they've been doing, that they always been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's rerun shit. It's loopy shit. So that's what they do. It's the same stuff. So, it's a distraction. But I was meant to go through the stuff, I guess, in a way, so I can't completely regret anything that happened in 2021 or late 2020. I was meant to have those experiences so that I can see karma take place for a lot of people that I had issues with. And I was meant to see certain things go down in front of me. I'm just put it that way. Okay. I was meant to see that. I was meant to get confirmation. And that's how I'm taking that experience, that I got confirmation from, the way how, I got confirmation of the people that I had run-ins with, you know what I'm saying? And it was eye-opening, and it was vindicating as well. And seeing people unravel and undo themselves was also very interesting to watch. And since working with Santa Marta, right, from 2014 all the way up to today, it took some years for it to kick in, but slowly but surely, she has pushed people away from me. You know what I'm saying? She really has pushed people away from me that wasn't good. And then she would just let me see for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, she is protective like any, mother would be protective. Like, I don't like your friends. I don't like who you hanging out with, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll find out for yourself, and, she'll let you fall and bump your head, and, I'm grateful for that, because I needed to see. Sometimes you have to understand that shit stink. You feel me? You gotta understand that water is wet, the grass is green, the sky is blue. And that's what she did. And also working with her helped shielded me from a lot of stuff that I see other femmes go through. Like I'm blessed in that area, and I'm grateful for that. I've seen people come and go, and the way how people, and just like your energy changes when you work with Santa Marta, like your energy changes, and people don't fuck with you like how they used to. You know what I'm saying? When I first started working with Santa Marta, if you guys watch that video, I'll tell you guys exactly what was happening with me when I first started working with her. I even share a story time of how, certain people, like, people in the, like this, like people in the spiritual community that like to deity hop and shit. And, they'll try to like, try to compete with who you're working with by working with the same deity and stuff like that, knowing damn well they don't live by the attributes that deity has. They're actually in opposition of that deity's attributes. And when you play around with Santa Marta and you're not a woman's woman, and you know what I'm saying, like you a fucking mammy, a pick me, a desperado ass, Dustiana ass motherfucking bitch. Like, she ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you treat other women like shit and you dick delirious, like, she's not, you know what I mean? Like, she's going to do you in. And I saw a person that, online around that time, like around 2020, who did that shit. You know what I mean? And she did it like as a way to try to like spiritual one-upman shit type shit. And I was just like, okay, girl. So I do share a story time about that. So check out that video. But since working with her, it's different. The way how people look at you is different. The way how people come at you is different. And if people can't come at you correct as a devotee, she will push them out of your way. She'll push them out of your way. If you have to be around these people, like, if you live with people that are toxic, like, she will like make them bow down or make them back off of you. I was just watching some of my old videos. I reposted some videos of my candle magic videos and going to botanical halls and stuff like that. Because on my channel, like the early days of my channel, when I started to share like the stuff that I was doing and shit, my candle magic and all that stuff, that was like mid 2010s, early 2010s. And I've come such a long way. And, people in the spiritual community, they're very competitive. They're all about this spiritual one-up and shit. They're always trying to compare and contrast. And they try to do it to people that already know their shit. You know what I'm saying? People who are incredibly insecure, they'll hop from one spiritual trend to another. You know what I'm saying? They will try to they'll try to synchronize with whatever activities that you're doing. Like for instance, I stopped doing reads, right? This was like a little side rant. But anyways, like, I stopped doing reads. I remember I went on a strike for like a month, I think. And I stopped doing reads. And I just said, okay, I'm just going to go back to how I used to do. Started doing my early 2000s type shit. Because I started to feel this like energy of the early 2010s decade. The stuff that I was into. The shit that I was going through. I even started watching videos from that time. A lot of things were popping. A lot of videos. Spirit was talking to me through the algorithm. A lot of videos popping up from like from the early 2010s, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. A lot of videos were popping up from that. I got reminded about my music. I was doing my music at that time. It was a lot of stuff. I was going through so much different transitions and shit like that. And dealing with like toxic relatives, living in the hood and dealing with all the toxicity that comes with that. Just shit and I was dealing with all that shit. And I realized when I would look at my videos, I'm like, damn, like I really was going through it, but I never quit. And I got to where I'm at now. I'm a much different person now, and I don't have the same issues and stuff. Cause I used to, let me go back to my original point. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of spiritual upmanship and, one-sided imaginary ass competitions that be happening. And it's like, people will try to compete with you based off of what they think the source of your power is, or this, and that. They don't realize that, she rocks with me. So, anybody that's a devotee is pretty much like a spiritual sibling. She doesn't like it when her siblings be going at each other, or if you're trying to get down, you're trying to be down or whatever, she ain't gonna like it if you fuck with me. So, you know what I mean? Like, even when, like I said, that early 2000s energy, she was slowly showing me, like, through dreams and stuff, certain people and the plots and the things that they were doing. She was showing me that in dreams, speak to me in my head, and all this stuff. And, over the years, when they used to I used to go through stuff with my relatives on social media. And social media, like B cluster personality disorders, they love social media because this is where they can play pretend all fucking day long. Like, this is their playground. And they would use Facebook a lot. That was their mode of choice. And they would use Facebook for slander campaigns and all kinds of things. So I used to have it out a lot with relatives, on my dad's side, and for my immediate family and stuff on my mom's side too. Like, both of them was on that bullshit. And I remember when I would cut them off on the phone, when I would block them, like, let's say they would try to text me. They used to text me, like harass me with text. I would block them, and then they would literally go and find my pages and try to inbox me on my pages, this and that. Like, it used to be really messy. But over the years, since working with Santa Marta, they backed up off of me. Like, they don't even do the shit that they used to do to me. And that's what you're gonna notice. Like, they don't even do the same shit that they used to do. They don't do the texting, the harassing, none of that shit. Okay? And another thing that you need to know, like, when you're on your spiritual journey, you're in the community, online, offline, whatever, what you need to know is that whenever the spiritual whenever they, like, mention certain things that you're doing, they mention certain things that you're into, certain things that you're doing, it's because they're intimidated. They're intimidated. They're either intimidated, they're jealous, they feel threatened in some kind of way, especially if it's something that they're not doing or they haven't done in a while, or they're not doing it. They will criticize and nitpick certain things. Pay attention to what people, when they oppose you, there's certain things that they nitpick. Okay? It's because it stems from jealousy and intimidation and just being threatened because it's something different. Okay? Because you're doing shit the way how the fuck you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your spiritual journey the way how you fucking want to do it. Let's say you don't really deal with external gods like that. You your own God type shit. So you'll have a motherfucker that came from, a highly religious background trying to bring that bullshit into the spiritual community. That same nastiness that we trying to fucking get away from. They bring that shit and try to police everybody. But then when they see people like me, the shit is working out for us. We doing what the fuck we want to do and moving how the fuck we want to move. And it defies everything that you say. It defies your smear campaigns. It defies every narrative that you try to shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not listening to you, bitch. I'm an atheist to you. I don't believe in you. I don't believe in your fake ass power. I don't believe in your fake ass fucking authority. Bitch, nigga, whoever. And I'm still thriving. And you still can't beat me. And you still can't fuck with me. And what? So make this journey about you. Regardless if you work with Santa Marta or not. Make this shit work for you. Another thing I wanted to mention too, like, okay, I want to go back to my side rant. Okay, so I stopped doing readings for a month, right? So I decided to get back on my early 2010 shit, like how I began. Start posting my candle magic stuff, this and that, whatever. So I'll get a whole bunch of views on my candle magic videos. Next thing you know, you got people saying, oh yeah, I'm selling rituals now. Oh, I'm doing candles now. So I do a little social experiment, and I'll like say something, I'll comment on their shit, and then I'll come back and I'll notice that they deleted it. That was a test, bitch, because I know your ass was watching me, okay? So these bitches will try to synchronize with your activities, whatever that you into. If I stop doing readings and I go on a strike, I'm like, yeah, I'll let y'all bitches have that since y'all so thirsty for YouTube clout. I already know my abilities and capabilities and all that shit. I know all that. So I can fall back whenever the fuck I want to, come back whenever I want, And my messages will still be fresh, still be progressive, still be better than anything that y'all fucking come up with. Because y'all be coming up with the same shit. So I'll let y'all have that. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull away and let y'all have that. So I'll get to start doing other stuff. So I started posting my candle magic stuff. I started posting my stuff, right? I get all these views, no likes, okay? All these views, no likes, no comments. I pay attention to stuff like that. I don't care about likes and comments, but it's something to pay attention to because people will sit here and watch you and then turn around and try to copy off of you and then try to resent you and treat you like you some type of fan when it's really the other fucking way around. They are the fans, but they gonna pump fake in front of y'all and act like other people's fans. No, bitch, you're my fan. I got hella fans on here in the YouTube world. I mean, if you listen to this from YouTube, I got hella fans. But all of a sudden, they watch your videos. They learn how you do. They learn how I did my candle magic videos. I don't know what they was doing beforehand or offline, so I can't speak to that, to be fair, okay? But I just find it really weird. Because if they haven't said anything about it before, I don't know what they're into offline, to be fair, but they haven't said anything about it before. It wasn't of much interest. As a matter of fact, people were looking down on candle magic because they're religified and they're scared, and they don't want you to defend yourself spiritually or psychically from them. So they'll try to discourage you and try to talk about, nitpick what you're doing. That's why it goes back to me saying that don't let no bitch or niggas try to gaslight you on this spiritual journey just because you're not into what they into. And they'll spin narratives and act like what you're into is bad, and they'll demonize your path, but then they'll fucking watch you and learn from you and be your fucking fan. Confused fans. Okay? They'll sit back and watch you and try to counteract and have a low-key reaction video to everything you fucking say and do. They so fucking bothered because you don't give a fuck about what they think, and everything that you're doing works for you. You don't be caught up in the same shit they caught up in. Even with the foundation that they came from, it didn't work out for them. They religify everything. Try to spiritually police everybody because of some shit that they grew up with. Bitch, fuck how you grew up. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. You do what you do. I do what the fuck I do. Because obviously, clearly, what I do works for me more than what you doing working for you. Okay? Clearly. Right? So, I do the candle magic videos. Stop doing the readings because somebody was plagiarizing off of me yet again. People will siphon off your energy and have the nerve to be entitled and fucking nasty about it, and have the nerve to treat you like you the fan. Nigga, you the fucking fan. Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They watch you. They watch my videos. They learn from me. Next thing you know, they coming out with, I'm doing candle rituals now. I'm selling this. I'm selling that. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. All right. I can't. Every time I create a lane for myself, it's always a bitch trying to bogart mine. I don't know what's so sexy about my lane that everybody just want to bogart. I just don't get it. But it is what it is. Whatever. But you can tell when a person's trying to do that. Because I run social experiments on bitches. I will low-key comment on their stuff and see how they react to it. And they get nervous when you pick up on their shit. When you pick up on the fact that you know that they're copying off of you, and you even be gracious enough to just still comment anyway, you ain't even tripping though. They tripping. Because they the ones that feel resentment because they know what the fuck they doing. And they delete your comment because they know that you picked up on it. I know what the fuck bitches be doing. And another thing too, especially with the younger generations, like, take your fucking time, yo. Like, stop trying to compete and one up other people and try to rush to be a guru. Take your fucking time. Just like I took my fucking time. Take your time. Stop trying to be everything all at once. Like, it's like microwavable spirituality. Like, take your fucking time. A lot of us who've been doing this for a while, we ain't fucking worried about y'all like that. So take your time. I'm not saying that there aren't people that are there. I mean, there's people that's supposed to come in and make necessary changes and blah, 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 blah. There's people that don't want anything to change. You know, there's some people that been doing it for a long time. They haters. I ain't one of them, but you know, they're out there. They're all out there of all different experiences, levels, or whatever. But here's the thing. Don't try to rush to be some type of guru. Everybody wants to be a fucking guru. Everybody wants to be a spiritual leader and this and that. And they rush into things when they have a lack of awareness. They have a lack of awareness. They haven't really done any healing work, or they relapsed. They are not doing enough healing work. And they catch themselves trying to be a healer, trying to teach someone. And they don't even handle their own personal business. They have poor womb management. Their social life is suffering in a bad way, you know, like they don't have any emotional regulation. So I wouldn't purchase anything from anybody that is not healed or not trying to heal, that you don't see any of that taking place. There's too much showboatism. They're too performative. They, you know, that spiritual narcissist type shit. Like when they when they embody those traits, the last thing you want to do is buy goods and services from them. If you can't even regulate your own fucking emotions, I wouldn't buy shit from your ass. That's just me. But thank God for dum-dums, right? Because dum-dums will pay for anything. But you have to be careful who you mesh with. This goes for like group rituals, paying for readings, paying for services, paying for this and that. Make sure your spirit actually take to these people and make sure you see how their life is going. Just watch how people's life is going. You know what I'm saying? I just had to say that because I just noticed that like every time I carve a lane for myself, bitches want to jump into my lane and I just don't get it. Like if I stop doing readings for a month and I start posting about birds, I like birds. You know, it's like they just come right behind you. It's like they keep hiding under my energy like a fucking coat or something. They keep hiding under my coat. Every time I shake my fucking coat and put it back on, they still in my coat. Like get up off my coattails for real, right? It's annoying. Maybe I should just sit down and just don't do anything. Then everybody else gonna sit down and not do anything. I don't know. It's just silly to me. But people will underestimate you a lot on your spiritual journey. And working with Santa Marta will help you to be more... it will help you to be able to dominate your obstacles. If you are a person who had like issues with standing up for yourself, you know, you were bullied, you were mistreated by male identified women, this and that, she will help you to upgrade from all that. She'll make all the motherfuckers bow down. They either bow down or they back the fuck off. You know, they back down, they back off of you. She will push them away from you. And if they fuck with you, she will fuck them up. She will fuck them up and have you looking crazy out here in these streets. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. And like I said before, you know, when people keep bringing up certain things that you're doing, it's because they are frustrated that they can't penetrate through your protection. Whatever that you're doing to protect yourself, whatever that it is, keep fucking doing it. Because they're trying to get into your fucking medulla. They're trying to get into your medulla and try to suggest that you shouldn't protect yourself because what you're doing to protect yourself is evil. And, you know, my God has a dick and he said it was wrong and I'm a pick-me-ass bitch. So, you know, you can't do this and this and that. And you defy that shit because you doing it anyway and you still prosper in front. So it make them look stupid. So as long as you move authentically and genuinely, even if it's different from everybody else, who give a fuck what they got to say, y'all? Who cares? Because they're counting on you to not protect yourself. They're demonizing your practices, this and that. But when they see that it's working for you and you don't give a fuck what they talking about, then they start doing it too. Then they start bogarting your lane. You see? All of a sudden they know they doing this and they doing the same shit you do. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be seeing that shit. Don't underestimate somebody's intuition. A lot of us are a lot more psychically sensitive than we give ourselves credit for. And we can feel when people are pulling on us. We can feel when people are throwing cards on us. We can feel when people are cosplaying under our energy. We can feel when people are trying to dig their hand in our crown chakra like a fucking cookie jar. We can tell. And sometimes motherfuckers get mad when you're able to pick up on what they're doing. When you're able to pick up on their subliminals, when you're able to pick up on their hate, when you're able to pick up on the energy that they shooting at you, they copying off of you, but they shooting negative energy at you and trying to create narratives. They get mad when you pick up on it. And they come to your page all the time just to get updates, just to compete with you. Why do you think I be getting views on my YouTube and hardly any comments? And then all this stuff will pop up on my algorithm because Spirit do talk through the algorithm. So Spirit will nudge me to watch this and watch that. And then I see my energy. And I know y'all be noticing that too with yourselves as well. Look at all these fucking larger channels. They fucking crashing out. Not all of them, but the ones in the spiritual community, I see them crashing out. Spiritual community, tarot community, they crashing out. They getting exposed left and fucking right. And fuck, they even exposing themselves. You know? So, yeah, that's that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to Santa Marta. Basically, all this ties together because since working with her, most of the people, well, I'm gonna say all the people that had ended up opposing me, if they were feminines that were opposing me, they were the total opposite of what she represent. I'll just keep it like that. Okay. All the women that be coming for me and shit, they are total polar opposite of her attributes. Total opposite. Okay. Santamartaladominadora, she is for the women, mujeres. She is for the women, the service workers, the underdogs, the children. Okay, the femme identified. Okay. She doesn't talk down on people. She doesn't talk down to people. She looks after the underdogs, the hard workers, the voice of the voiceless. That's what I represent, right? And that's what attracted me to her, you know? And the more you work with her, it'll accentuate those qualities. If you already have those qualities, it'll accentuate it. If you're looking to enhance those qualities or bring them out, you know, she will help you with that. Men will respect you for the most part, but you will get static from bitch ass niggas and nigga ass bitches. Okay. I've noticed that most, if not all of the women that ever came from me, they were all male identified women. They don't know that they are, but they lack awareness, but I can see it off of them. And the things that I say be triggering the fuck out of them because they know it applies to them. That's why bitches will come on a video with the fake rants and shit like that. Bitch, you the one I'm fucking talking about. You the type of bitch that I'm talking about. Okay? Like I said, they're completely opposite from Santa Marta's attributes. Okay? They're male identified. They're not femme identified. Okay? They weaponize karmic masculinity against other women. And then when they get bit by that same karmic masculine energy, they want bitches to feel sorry for them and they start talking this fake sisterhood shit. That's bullshit. And I always fucking call it out too. Bullshit. Okay? You'll notice that as a devotee. Okay? You'll notice that. People will know your energy right away and they'll know not to fuck with you on certain, especially guys. They'll back up off of you if they know that you, like, they don't know anything about her, but it's the energy that you walk in when you work with her, when you're a devotee. They come at you differently. Okay? You know, or they'll avoid you altogether. You know what I'm saying? And it'll bewilder and perplex karmic feminines who live by the dick and die by the dick. It'll make them feel some kind of way like, why the fuck is he respectful to her and he ain't respectful to us? And, you know, they start to get mad at that shit. Okay? It's the energy. Okay? So if you are the total opposite of her, if you're not an ally to women, then you shouldn't be working with her. And if you're femme identified and you're not an ally to women, you shouldn't be working with her. You know what I'm saying? If you have respect for women, you respect the divine feminine, you have respect for women and this and that, then you're good. But if you have personality traits that are totally opposite from hers, but you just want to deal with her because your op that you created in your mind is working with her, and you just want to like, oh, that's how she got that appeal. That's how okay, you doing it on false pretenses. You're doing it based off of ego. Don't come at somebody like that. You know, that's not the way how you begin anything. But then again, karmic feminines, they get into spirituality because they trying to compete with the next bitch. You know, they trying to compete with the next bitch. They tried to hurt someone and they ended up getting their ass beat spiritually. So they try to like learn everything that they think that their imaginary op is doing. A lot of them get into it so that they can seem like they interesting to niggas. And it kind of like puts a damper on shit because now people think that There's a lot of fake spiritual people out there, and now it makes a joke, it makes a mockery out of it, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you'll notice those types of things. Because as a devotee, every bitch that came for me was a mammy ass bitch. Mammies, pick me's, I trigger them a lot. Because they know what I say be the truth. They be so fucking mad. I'm telling you, like these past couple of years, like I told you, like 2020 was big for me, 2021, 2022, like, it was big for me. She allowed me to see the damages of people. She allowed me to see people unravel, people undo themselves. She allowed me to see people that secretly and always like have respect for me low key, or their opinions changed about me, and they ended up fucking with me more than, everybody else. And this is like, low key shit, right? She allowed me to see those things. Okay. And, I would have people, I have a lot of, obviously, like Black Families 101, we have a lot of pick me type of energy amongst the women in our family, right? Like, even if they good ones, whatever, right? They mild, they not too bad. Like, it's different levels to the shit, you know what I'm saying? But I remember I had one female relative, she was just so fucking butthurt. But this bitch, again, if I put all the bitches that I have ever triggered and the ones that try to come for me, I put them all in one room. They all talk the same. They all think the same. They all move the same. It's like they literally all run by the same entity. Like, they're all run by the same shit. I trigger them the exact same way. Like, I bother them, because one time, she was always watching my stories all the time. She was like cyber stalking me and shit, like watching my stories and shit like that. So if I feel like if I pick up on your energy on Instagram and you watching my stories and I look at your name and I pick up on a nasty, like, monitoring spirit type of energy, like evil eye type shit, I'm going to say shit that's going to fucking bother you. So every time you come on my shit, bitch, you get your fucking feelings hurt. So I remember I was like posting stuff about, I knew this would get to her, right? Because I was like, this bitch keep watching my motherfucking stories. I used to walk in and that bitch used to be watching my shit right in front of me. I used to be like, whoa, this is creepy, right? It's like, you always keep popping up on my phone. No, bitch, you keep watching me. That's why, I caught you. See, Santa Marta will make sure that you catch motherfuckers lacking. Like, you want the mask to slip? She gonna help you with that. She gonna help. She gonna watch. She's gonna assist you in if you request to like see the truth about a situation, she will give you that. Like, like she'll let you see the mask slip. She'll let you see the unraveling. She'll let you watch your enemies be punished right in front of you. Okay? And anyways, so the bitch got vexed because I was posting stuff and I was talking about I was talking something about like pick me shit or something. I was saying some shit about how, how nasty Black women are towards each other and this and that and my experiences, whatever. I was just saying some shit on because I knew it was going to piss her off, but I didn't give a fuck. Because bitch, if you're watching me with in different eyes, every time you come to my shit to be a monitoring spirit, I'm going to trigger you every fucking time you come on my shit. Right? So I knew that's what it was. So I remember one time she got so bothered, and you could tell when you bother motherfuckers too in your family because they watch you on social media. They don't say shit. They don't comment. They don't say a fucking thing. They'll watch all your stories. They won't like any of your posts, none of that shit. They won't say nothing. But when you come around them, they'll try to, and this is so weird. I don't know if this ever happened to y'all, but like when they see you in person, they'll like try to use your same talking points that you said in a video or in a post. They didn't like the post. They didn't comment, but they soak everything that you say in. They secretly don't agree. They secretly are triggered and are upset that you're saying it. But in front of you, in your fucking face, they'll like bring it up. They'll try to make sure they bring it up first, right? They'll try to make sure they bring it up first. And as if it was their talking point, knowing that's not how they feel. Or what she did, bring it up because she was triggered by it. Well, I don't agree with what you said. I don't give a fuck if you don't agree with what I said. And she cut the conversation short. And I was like, good, bitch, because clearly, you can't get mad at me because you up here watching my stories looking for a problem, looking for a fucking issue. And I said some shit that triggered you. That's what the fuck you get, bitch. Like, I don't care. You know that I'm right. So, and I think she cut the conversation short because she knows that I have evidence to back it up. I don't say anything without having the evidence and the receipts to back it up. I give bitches room to say whatever the fuck they want to say. And I'm like, cool, great. By the time I say something, all of y'all gonna be mad. Okay? That's just how it is. That's how it goes down, you know? But she was mad. She was just like, she didn't like what I said, or whatever. She just looked so triggered, and I just thought that shit was so funny. And then her and my sister wanted to try to do some tag team shit. I don't know what's up with bitches and niggas and bitches who always wanted to like tag team me. Like, damn, am I that like intimidating that you need to have a partner? Like, you bitches are weak. But anyways, so they start to do that little shit. And I'm like, you bitches don't even like each other. I'm sitting across from them, and I'm sitting across from my sister. This is at the time. I'm not mad about it anymore. I'm just speaking in present tense. But at the time, I'm like, bitch, you don't even fucking like her. You was just on the phone telling me that you have nightmares about her, that you still traumatized over how she treated you all these years before I moved back to California. And here you are pump faking in front of this bitch and act like we didn't just have conversations about how she did this and that to you and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And when I was hanging out with the girl, everybody had an issue because she didn't come at me the way she came at them. But eventually she showed her ass too, and she knew what was going to come of it. Okay? She knew what was going to come of it. But people like your energy so much, they'll play the game a little bit. Okay? They try to find the source of your power, the source of this, the source of that, trying to find your triggers, this and that. But I end up unraveling your triggers. How's that? But that's what Santa Marta helps you with. She helps to unravel people right in front of you. You're going to be able to see your op's weakness too. You're going to notice karmic feminine energy. They're going to oppose you even more. Even regardless of their meat suit, because there's guys that have karmic feminine energy. They not going to like you either. They're going to try to come at you too because they're intimidated. You know what I'm saying? You stand for something. You stand by what you say. You don't just say it because you heard it on TikTok. You're not saying it because it's spiritually trendy to say. They see that you are what you say that you are. And you don't backpedal. You don't deviate. You don't deflect. A lot of people are very threatened by those qualities because they go wherever the fucking wind blows. They go wherever the fucking cloud goes, actually. They go wherever the fucking cloud goes. And real motherfuckers is able to see through that shit, and they're not going to want to fuck with you. They're going to play games with you. There's people that will play games with you because they see that you don't stand on anything. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so a lot, looking back on my videos from 10 years ago, a lot of things have changed. I have gotten better and better. I don't have, like I said, I don't have the same issues that karmic feminines have. I'm actually tucked away from those issues. She gets you out of these cycles that you're in. It may take you a while, and she'll let you see it. Okay, you saw enough. Now you know what I'm talking about. Now you know what I've been trying to tell you. Okay? Excuse me, she'll do it just like that. So, yeah. But like I said, go at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a rush to be a guru. If you just started working with her today, welcome. You are my spiritual sibling. Welcome, and like I said, if you come from, toxic environments, you didn't have like good, close relationships with feminines in your life. You had toxic, abusive relationships with men or something like that. Any type of abuse. If you had issues with, standing up for yourself or speaking up or whatever, how you say it, she will help you out with that. If you need, there are some people that use her for dick, to bring a lover back. I personally haven't used her for that. I used her to get by, to get by financially. She doesn't make you like filthy rich, but she gives you just enough for you to get by. Like if you needed help with like some bills, or unexpected expenses come up, if you need help with work, if you're being mistreated on your job, you know what I'm saying? If you're being mistreated on your job and your boss treating you a certain way, you can work with her for that too. You know what I'm saying? She helps to overcome obstacles. So that's mainly what I work for her for. Now, some people do use her to bring back bring back some guy or whatever. That's their business, right? I don't judge, but that's their business. But she does do that though. She does do that. But you do what you do. I don't want to police anybody, but I will say use that at your own discretion. Okay, don't be a brat. Okay, use it if you're righteous in the situation, and da da da. Somebody did some. I'm gonna say some rare instances where somebody did some stuff on your relationship to make your partner stray or something, and then you call on Santa Marta to even the score and bring the person back. Okay, I can see that. So I'm not a judgmental person. There are certain cases where that is excusable, right? But personally for me, I used her for to have a closer relationship, to have a motherly relationship that I didn't really always have. Now, I did have a motherly relationship with my grandmother because she raised me, but I didn't have very good other relationships with feminines. I didn't get a lot of good sisterly energy, good motherly energy growing up. Not a lot of good feminine energy from other women. I'm just going to be honest. And working with her is actually like, working with her kind of gave me that protective relationship. Like if I never had women that had my back in my life, like how my grandma did, she was the one that did all that. She filled all those voids for me. She has filled all those voids for me. She stepped up to the plate when other women in my life failed to, or they weren't equipped to do it, because maybe they didn't have it like that, and the person before them didn't have it like that, and it's okay. So I'm not here to condemn anybody, but she definitely filled in the gaps, filled voids, and gave me that motherly protective energy that I've always wanted and deserved and craved for and looked for. So yeah. Let's see what else I wanted to say before I get off of here. Oh, my mushroom coffee is still warm. My dreams have been eventful. I don't remember a whole lot, but boy, my body be hurting like I just really been having fun out there. Like I just been doing a lot. I'll wake up and sometimes I wake up laughing or something. Like it's been a lot. The multi-dimensional travel that I've been going through has been very eventful. Nothing bad, but just action packed. Just like, ooh, well, lots of adventures or whatever. Let's see what else I wanted to say. Before I get up off of here. 55 just passed. Those are a lot of the numbers I've been seeing is 55. Like I've been seeing a lot of 5s and 12s, 711, 729, 911, a little bit. Mainly I've been seeing a lot of 5s. A lot of 5s. And that's her number. So maybe I've been seeing a lot of that. Or whatever. So I got started with her. I got started with her feast day early, like around 1 o'clock or something in the morning. A little after 1 o'clock in the morning on the 28th is when I started to take my stuff out. Started making her altar and stuff. And yeah, this is the longest, most committed relationship. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud. This is the longest, most committed fucking relationship that I have. And I'm proud. She always understands if I don't have it like that, she will make sure that you do have it like that. Like she makes sure that you have just enough. When I started working with her, I needed help getting approved for something. And I worked with her very closely and I made contact with her. And she's never left me ever since. If it wasn't for her, I would have been given the runaround when it came to these people, because I felt like that's what they were trying to do. So I worked with her around the right time, And everything started to unfold for me. Next thing you know, I started getting back pay from this and back pay from that. Like, but at the time, I was still around toxic relatives. And they were trying to kind of like, how can I say it? They were trying to like kind of piggyback off of the blessings that she was giving me at the time. And so I was still around that energy. I was still around, toxic family members and shit like that at the time. So I was able to enjoy it, but I was a type of person, like, I look out for everybody if I'm cool with them. Like, I look out for everyone. And some people take advantage of that. And then when you pull away from them, they act like you never did nothing, But yeah, there are people like, when you're a devotee, you will be blessed, and there will be people that will want to piggyback off of your blessings. They'll want to piggyback off of your protection, off of your spiritual clout. They'll use it, or try to use you as like a buffer, as a spiritual buffer. They'll use you and then have the nerve to try to plot against you at the same time. And that's why she be clipping motherfuckers. Like, when you have her on your side, you really don't have to do much. You really don't. You don't have to do much. Like, you will definitely trigger a lot of people. How you move, you will trigger a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if people are mentioning certain things that you're doing, if you keep talking about the pendants that I'm wearing, you keep talking about how I talk, bitch, you fucking like it. You're a fan. You're the one that's a fan. Trying to call me one. Motherfuckers be watching you for a long time. I just realized that. She will give you those downloads. People will watch you for a long time, take shots at you for a long time. You don't even know. When you start picking up on it, they get mad. They get vexed. When people keep on talking about certain things that you're doing, it bothers them. It bothers them that you're able to protect yourself. So they're going to demonize your spiritual path or your spiritual methods. That's how you know you're getting to them. So when they do that, don't get mad. Just be like, oh, okay. That's something that's bothering you. So it must be fucking working, bitch. If it's bothering you, if you got to mention it, that means it's really bothering you for real. You'll have people try to come at you. Like, I had people try to come at me. A motherfucker talking about, oh, you ain't no spiritualist, this and that. Bitch, you don't know what the fuck I've been doing. You don't know what the fuck I've been doing before I got on fucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I show my past work. Let motherfuckers know, bitch, before I even knew about you, bitch, I've been on my shit. The fuck is you talking about? I've been on my shit. I know about my shit. But that's how immature little ass girls like to act. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a fucking competition to a little dumbass bitch. They silly. You don't know shit about me. You don't know what I was into before or not. You know what I'm saying? You don't know none of that. I've been on my shit. Okay? Using tarot cards with my candle magic. Been doing that since 2019 and shit. I started doing that. You'll be amazed how much people will watch you and cosplay under your energy, like, to try to be identical to you, and then want to push you out of the way so that they could be you for you. You can't be me for me, bitch. You can't. You won't be able to fucking pull it off. It looks stupid. It look dumb as shit. But yeah, don't play. You know what I'm saying? No se juega. La morena, la culebra. Don't play. You know what I'm saying? Respect it. And if you can't respect it, stay the fuck out the way, because that's the best thing you can do. All right. So yeah, pay attention to what people point out about you the most. It's something that they're jealous of, they're intimidated by, they're low-key inspired by. They can't pull it off quite like you. Even though they've been watching you for a long time, they still can't pull it off quite like you because it's not you. It's not your energy. Okay? It's not you. And motherfuckers get mad if you got your own sauce. If you got your own sauce, you got genuine talents. You got genuine talents. You're powerful, you're confident, you in your own arena. You don't rock with nobody on, you don't be doing all that. You got your own sauce. That's who they're gonna fuck. They're gonna fuck with you the most because you represent everything that they're not. These bitches want you to be jealous of them. They want you to emulate them so that they can sit down and fake complain about it. But when they come across a motherfucker that's not even worried about them. They got their own sauce, and their sauce is just as good, if not better. Then they start getting triggered, and they start acting like the bitches that they complain about. You know what I'm saying? Happened my whole motherfucking life. But anyways, she will give you the gift of discernment. She will speak to you in your head and tell you who's doing what. She'll even tell you in your dreams, but she'll tell you in your head. If you're the type of person that live in your head, it'll be perfect. You'll have a perfect relationship with her, because I live in my head. And so that's where she talks to you, you know. So this is my testimony, my 10-year anniversary since working with her, and I have her to thank for all the strides that I made in my spiritual journey. She is definitely responsible for it, you know. My ancestors, my guides, everybody's responsible, but I just want to give it up for her. You know what I'm saying? Let me give it up for her right quick. That's a message right there. My baby said, I love you, Mom. So yeah, I just wanted to give it up for her, because, you know, it's like, I have grown so much. I've become a force to be reckoned with. I feel more empowered, especially as a woman. I feel more empowered. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely does, you know, she does help with that. So yeah, you know, if you decide to work with her, you know, these are the things that you will look forward to. You know, everybody's journey is going to be different, but this is like the basics of what you have to look forward to when you do work from her. Okay. 30333 master. Okay. Master number. It's a number. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish drink my stuff, but anyway, I just wanted to do this video because it's Tuesday. It's the day after her feast day, but Tuesday is also her day, so I just want to come on here and just, you know, give her some public thank you, a public praise. Thank you so much, you know what I'm saying, for everything. And you know, I'm just like super grateful for who I am, because I have so much more peace in my life than I did before. You know, she let me see what needed to be seen. Okay, I'm done with that. You should be done with that. All right, I already showed you this person was a weak ass bitch. I already showed you. I already made this bitch unravel right in front of you. I made this bitch bow down to you. I made this nigga bow down to you. I made them do this and do that. You saw what you needed to see. I just want you to know. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit she be on. She will vindicate you. She will let you see your enemies suffer and bow down to you and unravel and undo themselves. And the shit be fucking funny as fuck. Because you never intended to do anything to anybody. You didn't have no ill intentions. So if you're spiritually justified, yeah, she gonna take good care of you. And you her devotee, girl, she gonna take care of you. Don't even worry about it. Femme identified too, same thing. You know, very protective. So anyways, guys, I'm up out of here. Thank you guys so much. And I'll catch y'all with the next video. Bye.